Hi, welcome to the 1 Liter Podcast. You will watch us drinking 1 liters of beer whilst talking about shies. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to the 1 Liter.
Soothing.
Do some
And then
intros like how? What do you mean?
Welcome back. Like just an intro as in I'm Phil. You're
Eli is fine.
Eli?
Oh, yeah.
So we got Phil, Eli.
Milad. Adam.
Hey, and now people know who they're listening to.
Can we be on the song next time? Because I feel a bit left out.
You want to sing on it?
Yeah.
You want to do the welcome to the...
Dying to
That
do
part?
that, yeah.
Yeah, nice. With some auto-tune. Yeah,
Don't need
maybe.
it.
Maybe.
I'm not turning my chair for that.
All right, today we're doing a new theme. Top 5 in categories. Also mostly come up by Eli. He's the content king, Eli.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. Should we just jump in?
Take it away.
All right, so we're going to start with most quotable films. I don't want to tee it off for the first one, so who wants to go?
It's got to be Milad.
Oh, okay.
Right,
let's
right
go.
up dealer.
I started with half the
And should we
questions
do-
last time.
So we'll do different people kick it off, but should we go 5 through 1 or 1 through 5?
A lot of mine
best?
aren't ordered.
Yeah, I didn't order
Top
mine.
5 in no particular order. How do you choose?
That's true.
You're all useless. Go on.
Most quotable films. Should we have Milad's 5 or should we just go around one each?
I don't like
No,
the
I
one
reckon
each.
Milad
Top
5.
5. All right.
Can
5 us up.
I put a TV show in there?
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Specifically said
I've only got-
films.
Have
I
you-
put in so much work for this,
Have you
and you
seen more-
idiots just
Have
do.
you seen more than 5 movies?
It's gonna quote a book after this.
Quotable.
It's usually what you say to me, Adam. I'm the
Well,
one
I
that
put
hasn't.
Step Brothers as number 1.
Sure,
Huge.
Anchorman is number 2.
that's my number 1.
Yeah, I got Anchorman.
I've got Mean Girls as number 3.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yep.
And then that's all I've got.
You can't sit with
Fair.
us.
But if it was a TV show, I'd put The Office. And
I did think of that as well, but I
let's
specifically...
put Scarface as number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say hello to my little friend.
Nice.
Any more quotes from Scarface, Milad?
Say hello to my little friend.
Is that what you say in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are the other Scarface ones?
The
The money, power, women one, I think.
The Eyes Never Lie, Chico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Clearly, it stuck with you to crack the top 5.
That's why it's number 5.
I also had Step Brothers and Anchorman.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I also had Revenge of the Sith,
Mm.
which
How
is
is that quotable at all?
No,
I
it just
can't
fell outside
remember.
of mine. I'm with you. Yeah.
Your New Empire.
Oh, that scene in and of itself, the whole thing is quotable.
Yeah.
I say you will try.
I couldn't
all the
choose
time.
between Monty Python's Holy Grail or Life of Brian,
Mm-hmm.
but both very good. And then
Yep.
for me personally, Invictus.
I think he wants us to win the World Cup. That one?
There's 63 million South Africans.
Sure.
Yep. That'll
Okay.
do me.
Yeah, so I had, almost had a lot of those. So I left Step Brothers off because I wanted to have a few unique ones. I've obviously got Ace Ventura in there.
There's got to be Back to the Future.
No, I knew you would say that though. But what's the only thing
Where we're going.
we don't need roads?
roads.
Yeah, you're right. I put Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. That's in there.
Can you bring my chapstick? My lips are real bad. Tina, come get some dinner. And I put Hot Rod.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
I like to party.
Gods of
That's a really good one.
War.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I put, The Dark Knight, just the Joker. Why so
Yeah.
serious?
Want to see a magic trick?
Yeah. I'm going to make this pencil disappear.
Fair.
Nice.
I just went for some more, deep cut comedies. So Blades of Glory is
Oh.
way up there
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Little Lord McElroy.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one said Dodgeball.
Nobody
No.
makes me bleed my own
Oh,
blood.
yeah. Yeah.
True.
Everything Ben
I
Stiller
have
says
said
in
that.
that.
W-I-T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
W-H-I-T. E.
E. That's a great one. I love that one.
Now doing a bit of a retro, it should be in there.
Yeah, yeah. Credit to my mate who gave me Dodgeball as an idea because that wasn't on mine and he prompted me. same one as Zoolander. I think has a lot of
Yes.
quotes in it. I think I've got. We do. I think I've got the black lung par every time he coughs. It's a good one. And I'll go a mini series. It will not be on any of your radar, but Walking with Dinosaurs was my favorite show growing up. I still quote it. 1999,
What do
Kenneth
you
Branagh.
quote?
I mean, I can quote the whole thing because I was an autistic kid and nothing's changed. But, anytime I want to talk about, my boy Ornithocyrus, who's 12 meters from wingtip to wingtip and a body bigger than a man, the undisputed king of the sky. I don't know. There's a lot of quotes in there. I don't know. I never bring them up at a relevant point, but I quote it.
So you quote it when you talk about dinosaurs.
Yeah, normally on first dates.
Oh,
Watching
Normally
ba-
don't get a second, but that's
Watching
fine.
basketball,
Brilliant.
you're thinking, that's a wingspan.
Yeah.
Well, have you heard of Ornithocyrus?
Yeah, I don't know. In terms of early Cretaceous pterosaurs, yeah, that's a good one.
I like it.
Let's go celebrities you have a beer with. Do we miss any on the movies? I didn't put Lord of the Rings in, but I do feel like I quote The Fellowship a lot.
Yeah, I had that in there, but I got rid of it.
Yep.
No,
Mm.
I obviously had Anchorman as well.
Back to the
but
Future, honorable mention for Phil.
Yeah, that would be.
There are other quotes, like Great Scott.
I don't say
The
that. Though. You
Libyans.
say that to me every time, though.
I do.
Marty. Say that to my dog.
1985.
Say that to my dog daily.
Yep. All right. Let's move on.
Celebrities you have a beer with.
We go in same order, backwards order. Me first.
Sure.
I went Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Then I went Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting guy. Then I would go Michael J. Fox. There's your Back to the Future. Then I go Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then I put Ryan Reynolds. Just because I
feel
think
like
he's
you
a
and
funny guy.
You and him would get on well.
Dude, Ryan Reynolds in my next category is in there as a shittest bloke. That is fascinating. Yeah.
Really? I would totally have a beer with him.
The fact that you would say this after you dissed Ryan Gosling on the last one,
Oh, yeah.
your concept of good Ryans is way off. Your Ryan radar is shit house. man.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a fan of Deadpool? Don't like
It's
him?
not like I'm not a fan of it. It's just I would bet money he sucks.
Really?
It's because, I think we've seen the Blake Lively stuff. I'm not pretending to be some sort of celebrity, like I've got some big interest, but anyone whose partner is really annoying is normally themselves really annoying.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my hot take. But anyway, sorry, go on.
That
was it.
There's
Oh,
mine.
was that the 5?
Yep. There's mine.
First pick for me would be Jeremy Irons.
Are these ones I'm going to have to Google?
You'll have to
Yeah, I
Google
know,
him.
who the fuck
Is that just a
he's
guy
the-
that sounds
he's-
like a golf club? So
He's the
you've
voice of
got,
no. He's,
you've
have you
got
never heard
Mark
of him?
Wood after this?
He's
or-
the voice of Scar in The Lion King.
Oh, the
Why-
OG Lion
Why would
King.
you want
Yeah.
to have a beer with him?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He just
Miller.
seems like he'd be cool to have a beer with.
That is a
like
rogue
that's.
take.
I wonder if that's the category we're discussing.
Did he sing? Did he sing Be Prepared?
He did sing "Be Prepared."
Nice. Okay, I like it.
Second,
There's a Family Guy sketch about him just being boring, right? That's the only thing I know him from, is him having a boring cereal. That's how I know Jeremy Irons. I couldn't.
I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, for him to be number one is crazy. But
Scar.
anyway,
he's
go
not.
on.
No, they're in no particular order.
Okay.
Number 2, Alexandra Daddario
Of course.
as a celebrity crush.
Of course.
I feel like it's the third time you mentioned
Number
it. Right?
three, Ric Flair
Huge call.
would be.
You'd end up having about 400 beers, but still good.
That's how I base my list. Are we going to get on the bags
most-
afterwards?
Andre the Giant.
Who could have the most beers?
Number 4, Andy Serkis
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
would be in human form.
Preferable.
Would be.
Sure.
I think he'd feel like he'd have a lot of good stories from all the characters he's played over the years. And number 5, King Charles III.
King Charles? He would be on my shit blokes list as well. Seriously?
Why?
King Charles.
Why would he be on your shit blokes list?
What has he not done that makes you think he'd be a good guy?
What has he not
That's a
done?
fair point.
I mean,
But I
cheating on
feel
his
like-
wife is pretty bad.
Hey, he never said he was a good bloke. He said
I never
he'd
said
have
he was a
beer
good
with
bloke.
him.
I said I'd have a beer with him.
Is it like you want to interview him? Because
It
like
could be.
I sort of wrote the question as like, oh yeah, I want to sit down and catch up with this guy. I reckon he'd be a good guy.
Ooh.
I reckon I mean, he's a royal, so
I'd just have a beer with him.
Yeah, I also,
You know,
I also
could
just
it lead
realized
me places?
I also just realized all of
I'm
mine
not
were
saying
actors.
a networking opportunity either.
Not with that attitude.
Or is that how you've taken it? Because I can't
No, I
understand.
don't know how I've taken it. I just have a beer with them. It could lead here or it could lead there. With King Charles, it leads to knighthood.
What?
With Alexandra Daddario, it leads, well,
I'm going to bet against you in both those scenarios. I hate to say it. I don't think you're closing either of those deals.
fantastic. Millard.
All right, so my top 3 are Ryan Gosling,
Love it.
Post Malone,
You would. Post Malone.
Post Malone would be good.
and Dave Chappelle.
Oh, I haven't put him in there. That's a
brilliant.
great one. Yeah.
Brilliant one.
And then the others are just based off who I'd get shit-faced with, and that's Charlie Sheen
Jeez.
and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. I've gone no order. I've cheated on the first one because I think my all-time one would be Steve Irwin. I think he's like, if I was to bet on a good bloke, I think he's up there. Hugh Jackman, because I owe him an apology for yelling at him in under 16s. Russell Crowe, I think he's a there's a bit of rogue unit, but I think I'd like him. David Attenborough, Alex Volkanovsky, and Glenn Powell, because he said I was looking big one time, and I'll love him forever. So no order there.
Yeah, I think I fucked up because I was only thinking of actors. I should have thought more broadly because it just
I think
says
Millard had the best one there. There were
Yeah.
a lot of good ones in that one. King Charles is still
Yeah.
doing my head
blown
in.
your mind.
Yeah,
Now, shittest blokes.
yeah.
Shittest blokes. Are you going first for that?
I'll go first.
All right.
Number 1 is Batman.
Oh, sorry.
Why are you dressing like a bat? And fighting clowns, and you're just throwing them in jail. You're not even killing them, and then they escape, and then kill a bunch of people for
I've
you to
gotta
just
say-
arrest them again.
Batman not killing people shits me up the wall too.
Oh, shit me to
Just
tears.
kill them.
And
Yeah.
it's always going to bite him in the ass in every
Yeah,
single
you're just
scenario.
making more work for yourself.
Yep.
Idiot.
Also, 70s Batman, how he got out of stuff. I don't know if you ever watched the Adam West Batman.
No.
That
It
would
wasn't-
also piss me off because, like, there were always 2-part episodes, and so it would end. And by the way, this is how cool I was as a kid. I was watching 70s Batman. It would end with him about to be like lowered into acid. Right?
Oh,
And you're
yeah?
like, oh shit! How's he going to get out of this? And then you have to wait until the next night when the next episode comes out, and the dickhead is like, "Oh, thank God I was wearing acid-proof pants." I was like, "Oh fuck, that's not no."
Can you believe that, Robin?
Oh, every single time. Anyway, that's a good first pick.
Yeah, it's Batman.
But just to be clear for everyone, this is shittest blokes and open category, so it can be anything.
And, you know, I would have picked Hitler as first, obviously, but,
Batman's worse.
you know, yeah, Batman is worse.
Yeah.
At least Hitler finished the job, you know?
Unbelievable.
I've got
Anyways,
it.
I don't have any Jewish friends, but still.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
it's roast Adam Day from Eli today.
And
Have I?
then,
No, he didn't.
No, just the King Charles.
Oh, that's just a bad choice.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
All right, moving
You
on.
shouldn't have written it down.
let's continue. Number 2, Judas Iscariot.
He's just a little bit better than Batman.
Yeah.
I think Batman's thrown off the grading curve a little bit.
Very timely around.
Well, I mean, you know, yeah, around Easter, but also, you know, shit
Sure.
bloke move.
Sure.
Absolute shit bloke.
Yeah.
Number 3, Joffrey from
Game
Game
of
of
Thrones.
Thrones. Yeah. Piece of shit.
Yep.
I fucking hate yeah, everyone hates him.
Yep.
Number 4, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
And then number 5, P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good shit bloke. list.
Finish it off with 2 pedos.
Yep.
Good one.
I had Diddy in there as well. Will Smith.
Yeah, you know he is. You know
that
he
is
is.
a good pick.
Yep.
That is a great pick.
Yep.
Yeah, he wouldn't. Maybe a long time ago, he would have been not a shit bloke, but
Yeah.
showed his true
Also
colors.
a cuck.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Vlad the Impaler,
Yeah, not a good guy.
just not a positive person. Joseph Fritzl, if anyone knows who he is,
Name sounds
he's that
familiar.
guy who like locked up his family and I can't remember which country it was, and he just like all these kids like raised in the dark, and he assaulted them, and
Oh yeah, I know
just a
the
shit
story.
bloke.
Oh,
Just
I
a
think
very-
I do
yeah.
know that.
just
yeah.
a shit bloke.
Yeah, not a good guy
No,
activity.
number
honestly.
5, Jafar from Aladdin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hell
Make the
bent
cut.
on ruining things for pretty much everyone.
I've got an honorable mention.
Oh yeah.
The guy who started the Joseph Kony campaign.
The guy who started it, not Coney himself.
Yes.
Oh, did he profit himself?
Well,
A la Black
He was-
Lives Matter.
Didn't he go nuts?
no. Yeah, he went nuts, and then he got caught jerking off in public, and then he set up
Oh,
this
if that's
whole.
a crime, then lock me up. What the fuck?
and then but he set up this whole campaign. It went worldwide, and then nothing happened with it.
Another honorable mention: the
He's
Fire
still
Festival
running
guy,
around, Mr. Coney.
the guy who did the Fire
Okay.
Festival.
Fire Festival guy is a good one. Do you see
Really
that?
shit
Ah,
bloke.
yes.
Do you see that went for round 2 and got postponed indefinitely again?
Yep.
Idiot.
All right, Phil.
All right, I do have Hitler on my list. I was
Nice.
like, yeah, needs a mention. Then I've got Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
Yep.
Then I've got the Liver King.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't think he's a shit bloke?
Hey, I wanted
I'm
that.
sweating buckets over here. Sorry.
Take off your jacket, you moron.
It's got to look good for the public.
He's gonna wear the outfit to completion.
Also, at one point, we do need to get another look at this outfit because the socks Crocs combo,
oh yeah,
and also, oh my
There's
God.
fancy Crocs.
Yeah, are they excessively athletic Crocs?
they don't look athletic. They're like
they're
off-road Crocs.
Yeah, they're my going out.
The
Crocs,
going out Crocs, yeah. Okay,
There's dress
that's,
Crocs.
You're getting married in them?
potentially,
Nice.
but
I believe it.
they're comfortable. They're good for my feet.
Are they?
Just
Yeah.
sit
How's
in
the
that
arch-
silence.
how's the arch support?
God.
Would you like help?
Do you want to stand up?
Mate, no one does
Arms are
phys-
too big.
Massive.
Oh, you might need to cut this part out, Phil.
This is
All right,
pure
there we go.
gold. What are you talking about?
How do I take off the overcoat when I'm flexing?
Oh, jeez. Bloody hot.
Looking over, you're just damp.
I'm sweating.
The one time I've
jeez.
ever seen you wear pants.
Yeah,
No.
true. Where are your short shorts?
You came from a business meeting.
Yeah, I did. No, it was just, I was going to work. I was like, oh, let me just put some pants on. All
You
right.
wore those shoes to. Why am I surprised? Did I hire you?
Yeah, you did.
Jeez.
Is that
Bad
what-
move.
Did you wear those shoes to work?
I did.
Can you just hold your foot up to the camera? Sideways.
Look at
yeah.
that.
Look at how much you're struggling to hold your foot up.
Yeah, I'm not the most flexible person either.
You were just vibrating. I'm telling you.
Didn't know that's supposed to be a core exercise.
It's going to make me sweat more. All right.
Alrighty, Biff Tannen.
Biff Tannen and then the Liver King.
Yep.
See, I don't judge the Liver King as much. Like, it's not something I would do, but we create this environment where it's like you just need to get any sort of attention will lead to money.
Yeah.
I kind of don't.
I don't
I
think
don't
he's a
hate
shit
it.
bloke.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's a
mean-
good bloke.
No, but like, is he going to make my top 5 worst blokes of all time? Probably not.
No, well, it doesn't say worst blokes. It
Sure.
just says
Sure.
shittest.
That's fair.
Good point.
Because then I put like Andrew Tate. He's a pretty shit bloke.
Yeah.
And then I put, I was going to go too generic. So then I just went Ziz.
Yeah.
Shit bloke?
Yeah.
Inspired a
Apparently-
generation.
Apparently IRL too.
I'd believe it.
Oh.
Well, didn't. No, never mind.
Yes?
No, I'm mixing you up with someone.
No? What?
Someone I know used to go to the same gym as him.
Yeah.
Nothing but nice things to say.
Really? No, I think someone knew. I think one of my mates went to school with him, and
Was
was
it
it
the same school as me?
was it his actual brother, Chessbra, or is it
Yeah.
like
No,
just
they're,
his
they're real brothers.
real brothers?
Yeah. I mean, he was like 6-7 years before I even started at the school. But
Yeah. So
um,
apparently, Chessbra was telling people that he's a total dick after he died.
Ooh.
I'm like, why are you saying that about your dead brother?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. But
Probably just more attention.
yeah, no. I've heard mixed about them too. But
Yeah?
rest in peace,
R.I.P. Eli?
All right, I've got a few. I didn't really stick to the 5, and you can cut to whoever you want. This is not a political take, but I would bet any amount of money Peter Dutton's a shit bloke. I'm dead serious. I'm not saying
I was
one
waiting
party
for
over
him.
the other. That guy fucking sucks.
I was waiting for him to come up.
I'm going to go with Stuart Broad. I know that
Yep.
most of you guys aren't cricket fans, but fuck that guy. I don't remember. It's Martin someone or other. Who's that guy that raised the drug prices by like 700 times?
Shkreli, Martin
Yeah,
Shkreli.
fuck that guy.
That's
honestly,
a good pick. That's a really good pick.
Yeah. I have like 2, that I'm sort of just fishing at. Ryan Reynolds, I think, is a shit bloke. And The Rock, I suspect, is a really shit guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought about putting The Rock on my beer list, and then I thought
I
Same.
reckon
He probably
sucks,
wouldn't-
man.
I
Top-
initially put him in mine too, and then
I think
Everything I've
the
seen from him in the
idea-
last 10 years.
the idea of The Rock is different to
late 90s,
Dwayne.
different thing.
Why do you say that? Do you think he's just...
Dude,
It just
anything of him
turns on
like
the-
asking for money whilst being a fucking billionaire, I find him incredibly insincere in everything he does. There's
Yeah,
nothing
it does
he's done
seem very
that's
fake.
endeared him to me. My more weird ones, I think recently I'd bet against Rachel Zegler / Gal Gadot. I think
Yep.
they're both pretty shit people. And I'm going to go with Captain America.
Ooh, I was going to say that.
Yeah, just because he jumped Iron Man for like, he knew that guy killed his parents and then he jumped him afterwards for caring. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, what? Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And it was probably racist, let's be honest. They probably skipped over that bit.
No, they didn't. I'm pretty sure they made that evident.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like from a different generation. It's like it's
Unacceptable.
definitely racist.
Any prejudice is unacceptable.
I'd throw in another honorable mention.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone who was in that celebrities Imagine COVID video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw them all in there.
Yes.
That
Do
was
you reckon that all of
unfortunate.
them just wake up and they're like, shouldn't have done that.
Suck.
Damn it.
But how do they not cringe at themselves?
Don't start. That yeah.
That's a
The
lot.
That's
like-
like
But
That's
also, I remember a
so
video of
tone
like
deaf.
Sam Smith just crying about how he's not coping. It's like, bro, you,
saying he was in jail in a mansion.
yeah, no, bro,
Yeah,
go fuck
insane.
yourself.
Go to a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Drunk foods, should we go?
I'll lead us off.
Please.
Ice cold water.
Dude, that's in my 3 spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys both went there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
For
Ice cold
drunk
water.
foods.
Dude, I am going after that water like.
It's not a
yeah.
food.
Are you ever
No, no, no,
drunk,
no.
Eli?
Yeah,
this
that's
is,
a good
This is
question.
turning it back to when I was last drinking. So this is
Okay.
like this list is 7 years old.
There is nothing like ice cold water on
Yeah.
a drunk night. I've got your standard pizza and kebab.
Yep.
For me, blueberries.
Really?
Yeah. My
Right,
dad
that's-
used to go to Costco,
That's an
buy
insane choice.
500
Really?
grams of blueberries, get home from a night on the piss, and just shovel them. Unbelievable.
Because I think adding sugar to the mix is going to be worse.
I
It's
respect it.
Because one of the worst, the worst pound for pound hangover I've had, as in like how hungover I've been to how much I drunk, was because all I was eating that night was grapes. This guy brought a whole stack of grapes to this wedding. He's a grape farmer. They're the best grapes of all time, but all I did was eat grapes and have Aperol Spritz. And I woke up the next day, I'm like, why do I feel bad?
Look, I'm not considering the hangover when I'm indulging in the drunk food.
Okay.
Which leads me to my next pick. For me, olive sourdough. If I got home drunk
Oh, yeah.
and you or anywhere and you put an olive sourdough in front of me, it's evaporating.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that leads me to kind of like the just a cheese platter in general. Because I'm thinking of any sort of gathering that's at home around a table and you're drunk.
Mm.
Any sort of platter food.
Charcuterie.
That's your 5?
No.
That's 5?
Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah, that's 5. You want me to go?
Oh, yeah,
I've got obviously the kebab and pizza. Then I have burrito, big fan. And then I've got a classic Macca's run. And then
What's the Macca's order though? Let's get specific.
Big Mac, cheeseburger, one of them a meal, and actually just a sparkling water, hydration.
Is it cold?
The water? Yeah, it's like mostly ice, obviously, at Macca's.
True.
And then Red Rock Deli's, probably sweet chili, sour cream.
Good pick.
Nice. My first one is Agalo's.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
That was me on Sunday
Chicken
night.
burgers?
Yeah. the hot ogalo,
hot jumbo?
either burger or wrap.
A hot
combo.
jumbo?
Nice.
What's that? Is that the burger?
Don't worry about it.
Anyways, that's too advanced for me.
That's the secret menu.
And then I got kebab as number 2. Hot chips
yeah. Just
at a pub, but it's
yeah.
not when you're at home or on your way home. It's like you're like deep into
They
the
go
session-
so
the
quick.
session,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
someone just randomly buys hot chips. They're on the table, and then you smash them.
Everyone
Yeah,
take.
you feel
take if you
terrible
want.
because you're just looking at them like I could eat all of these. And
Either that or like salt and pepper squid.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's going.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. And then number 4, I've got pizza and 5 2-minute noodles.
Oh,
So like mee goreng or
Too much admin.
really?
Too much admin for a.
You talked about olive sourdough.
Yeah,
What a-
that's
He's not making it.
I'm not fucking baking it.
making
It's
it.
Oh, I thought you
2-minute
meant from the
noodles.
starter and okay. Now I'm with you.
No,
You've got
2-minute
to boil
noodles.
the water and then you got to wait for them. Fucking the blueberries are ready, man.
2-minute noodles.
2-minute
with
noodles
like
are renowned as a very complicated dish to make.
but you pair it with like sliced white bread with butter.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to get
And
any
then-
carbs in there or not really?
I was going
I
to go
might-
something similar.
No, that's just the right amount.
Nice.
Okay?
Nice.
And that's it.
Sweet.
Thank you.
All right. I've gone in the one
Eli
spot.
doesn't get drunk. Next. No.
This
Yeah.
is back in 2017,
Protein.
I might have been.
Protein shake. Creatine.
Oh, yeah. No, I've gone kebab in brackets Indian. I don't know if you ever had one of those
Oh,
Indian
yeah.
kebabs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
But again, we were celebrating, like, I was in a pretty crap football team from ages 18 to like 20, and we finally won a game. And I had probably about, maybe 12 beers, like a believable amount, but a few. And about 4 of these Indian kebabs outside of the Oaks. And they were like $7. I'm a uni student. I'm like, oh, what a great deal. I was violently unwell after 4 kebabs. and I had the gall to be like, oh, I wonder if I'm getting sick. No, that was not what was happening. Completely self-imposed, but God, they taste good. I'm going to shout out the Dumpling Hut in Newtown.
Oh.
Ooh.
They
Okay. bring
out dumplings so suspiciously quickly. Like you've barely tapped your card and they're like, oh, here you go. And you're like, oh I don't know. But they're pretty good. And then specifics, I've gone any Whopper variant in the 4 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably back when they were affordable because I think they're now like $4. But the chicken and cheese from McDonald's would be my go-to. I get like 3 of those for about $6. That was pretty good.
Chicken and cheese.
Don't overthink it. Good
Okay.
burger.
Okay.
There you go. Anything to add?
They're not affordable anymore. They're probably like $4.
No, well, I mean, that shits me. That,
Still
like,
getting them when you're drunk.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fair. I'm excited about this one, actually. Should we go to the cereals?
Breakfast cereals?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's on?
I'll go.
All right.
I put at the top, because I don't eat a lot of cereal, but at the top, this is probably like me going off cereal, and then the last ones that I would have would be Honey Puffs. You know, the ones that look like a nut almost, but they're soft and they're like drenched in honey. Basically drenched in sugar, but
Yep.
taste like honey. There's different variants, but look it up, Honey Puffs.
Oh yeah.
Jamie?
You'll know them.
I think I've got.
You'll know them when you see them.
Get that on the screen for the people.
Yeah, Honey Poppers.
Yeah,
called in
yeah.
Woolies.
I'm not getting a good photo here.
Yeah. Here you go. These things,
Oh, yeah.
I've never had those.
delicious. Then I've got Cocoa Pop Chex.
Good
The
shot.
little
Good,
wafer
good
ones.
shout. Good
Oh,
shout.
They
Yep.
just soak up the milk.
Yep. You've redeemed this list nicely because that was a bad start.
Nutrigrains.
Nice.
Standard.
Mm.
The Milo cereal.
Oh yeah.
Phil, you're cooking now. Wait,
Big
sorry,
fan.
is that your 4th or is that your 2nd?
4th.
Oh, so you're going down from honey.
Sorry, these aren't really in order.
all right,
These
all
aren't
right. I've
really
actually
in
got an
order.
order. Go on.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then I've just got standard cornflakes.
Oh, God damn it. Phil.
Yeah.
All right, can I give you the definitive list? I'm
Yeah,
skipping
go
ahead
for
here.
it.
This is the correct list. All right. It's Milo cereal is number 1, but it's the OG Milo cereal. If you know, you know. It was in like the metal container that like, you know, the seal that comes on a Milo tin,
Yeah.
that material. That's what they had the actual cereal enclosed in. Unbelievable. So unhealthy. So good. That's number 1. Number 2, Breakfast of Champions, is Wheat Bix. Number 3, Nutri-Grain is still good. Number 4, Crunchy Nut cornflakes, not regular cornflakes, you moron. And number 5, I'm sticking with your shape. I'm going with Crispix, but the honey one.
Oh,
Crispix.
Yeah.
Yep. Vouch for that.
Never
Yeah.
had those.
Yeah.
Crispix cereal. Let me.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm putting out.
I'll go
those
make
are great.
checks.
I am more confident in this list than any other list I've got here. I think that's the right order.
What was your 4? Sorry.
4 was a Crunchy Nut.
Crunchy nut. Yeah.
That Crunchy Nut is amazing the first bowl you have, and then like 2 days later, you're like, "Why the fuck did I order Crunchy? This sucks."
Oh no, you're
But
absolutely
at the
right. I
start,
do love crunchy nut.
Unreal. Unreal.
Yeah.
It's just like it's basically cornflakes, but just more sugar coated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll go next. First one is Fruit Loops.
Really?
I'm surprised none of you have Fruit Loops on your list.
Nah. Not a
Not
fan.
yet.
Maybe Adam.
How old do you think we are? Fruit Loops.
Yeah, fuck. That's the one of the OGs of all time.
I don't think I could have.
Mine was
A whole
rice
bowl.
I haven't had
bubbles when I
cereal
was
in
a
about
kid.
10 years, so
Yeah, well,
I went
whenever
out
I
and
crave
bought
a cereal,
Crispix when I made this list. I'm like, I gotta have some fucking Crispix again. I probably haven't
Fruit
had.
Loops are amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you know what that should be? Cereal should be a dessert now, not a breakfast. That is not a breakfast that.
Oh, it's not a good
fuels
way to
you.
start your day.
No.
no,
Yeah,
it's
no.
not. It's
what
not.
about the breakfast of champions?
Oh, the Wheat Bix.
How many do
Like
you
a
do?
durry.
No,
That's a
still no.
great question. How many? do I
Durry
do?
and a black coffee? Is that what we're talking about?
combo
Keep
for
going,
the
man.
worst breath.
All right, number 2, I've got Milo. Number 3, I've got Nutri-Grain.
Nice,
Number 4, I have Wheat Bix.
nice.
And number 5, I have Cheerios.
Cheerios, yeah.
I picked Wheat Bix and Cheerios because they're versatile. You can add fruit. You can have them with yogurt.
I feel like
you can-
Cheerios is the
add
worst
honey.
of both worlds in that it's still quite sugary, but it doesn't taste good.
Well, if it depends on which one you get. The original is not that.
It looks not that
Not
bad.
that
Like it's not
sugary.
Cocoa Pops, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. I got Cocoa Pops. These are not ordered,
Okay.
by the way. Cocoa Pops, Fruit Loops, Nutri-Grain, Crunchy Nut Clusters. as well.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
good.
No,
Those are
like
fucking
the-
great.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Um,
good.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
outrageous. That one. Yeah, that is a dessert.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
lovely.
It's in a
but
cereal
yeah.
box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which one is it?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I would never ever buy it, but
Okay, but you've had it.
I bought it. One of my mates once asked me to make
Oh.
him a cinnamon flavored cheesecake. Use that as the base.
Have you had the
Oh.
Lucky Charms?
No,
It's disgusting.
doesn't
know how
seem
to
Haven't
That's
tried
that
it.
like
great.
Haven't tried it. Is it
American-
bad?
It's
Yeah,
like
okay.
sugar without flavor. Like you get the flavor with the little crunchy parts, but then it's supposed to be marshmallow, but
So-
it's literally just powdered sugar,
Right.
Ugh.
like
No.
compressed,
No,
and then it's disgusting. But cinnamon toast crunch, I like. It's
Yeah.
good.
That was good. That was a fun one.
I tried
Yeah.
not to pick any obscure South African cereals.
Oh, you didn't pick Bokkies O's?
Biltong O's.
The only cereal with it's
Bokkies
a real
O's.
rhinoceros. I don't know. I don't have it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
We're moving on to Adam's topic of choice.
Meat cuts.
Meat cuts.
Again, in no particular order.
Yep.
The picanha, rump cap,
oh yeah.
very good. The rib cap, otherwise known as spinalis,
Ah, Spinalis. Shout out
particularly-
Dave Muller, his favorite cut.
particularly good. Eye fillet,
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
I got that.
slow cooked short rib,
Mhm.
And then any variant of lamb shoulder.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
All right, can I give the worst list? Because that's well thought out. I've got,
It's the only category I thought about, by the way.
okay, my one is I'm thinking about price and I'm thinking about health and I'm thinking about being a gym bro as well. In order, I'll go 5 through 1. I've got brisket in my 5. I really like a good brisket.
Slow cooked?
I can
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, it's going to get worse. I've got kangaroo mince in my 4.
No,
Oh, yeah.
that is not.
Mate, play it. $14 a kilo. It's 2% fat, inherently organic.
Mm.
The worst.
It's good.
We're talking
very
about
good.
we're talking about the best cuts of meat.
Look, It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
go
worse.
with- How is that
It's gonna get worse.
Actually, we're
Or
not
was it
actually
best
talking
value?
about the best cuts. We're talking about Eli's top
It's
5.
my top 5.
Eli's shopping list.
And by the way, I'm acknowledging that I'm wrong here, but it is what it is. I like a good lamb chop. That's
yeah,
in
mine.
it.
yeah,
That's
I've
in
got
a
lamb
3.
chop. on
Full
mine.
quarter or loin? Or do you know the
God, I've got
difference?
no idea.
All right, move on.
Yeah. Honestly, I've got chicken breast in my 2. I need it. I couldn't have a meat list without chicken breast, and the picanha's in my 1.
Yeah.
The kangaroo, I'm telling you, slept on. It's really good.
That's the worst
Way
list
too
ever.
lean. Yeah.
that's
Way too lean.
Disgusting.
Yeah, but, disgusting.
Did you hear how much a kilo
What are
it
you?
was?
A rabid dog?
In a lot of ways, yes.
I feed my dog better food than that.
Why
me and my dog are better athletes than you are. So what does that say?
Milad, why give the dog rabies in that scenario? It's unnecessarily.
You don't bench
Dog-
140 with this physique without being a little bit rabid.
Yes, okay. Anyways, my turn.
Yeah.
Foaming at the mouth over here. It's not pre-workout.
Number 1, I've got any sort of rib cut, like
Oh.
beef rib, short rib.
Pretty broad.
Or
Yes, just anything from the
Anything
midsection
that's a
of any
rib.
animal.
with a bone.
Okay.
I'm
You know,
changing one of
except for I
mine.
don't really like pork ribs. I like lamb or beef.
I'm changing one of mine to
No
pork
one said you
ribs.
could narrow it down.
And then I've got lamb shoulder.
Yep.
That's number 2. Scotch fillet is number 3.
Mid.
T-bone steak is number 4.
Love that T-bone.
Yeah.
George Costanza. What a
And
cut.
then rump cap.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
number 5.
picanha once again.
We're all going the picanha.
3 for
yeah.
3.
Yeah. My number 1 is picanha.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
got a
my
fridge full of
God.
rump cap.
Love it.
Yeah. Rump cap. Then I've got eye fillet. Then I've now just changed to pork ribs. Sorry, Adam. Then
And Milad, he doesn't really like them.
that's he's not going to go to
It's the
hell
same.
for
It's the
them.
same thing. It's the same
Yeah.
preference level.
Yep.
One's religious, one's just a phobia.
I don't
apparently.
like it.
Then I put tomahawk, but probably just because of great experiences with tomahawk
I think
dinners.
tomahawks are an absolute rip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Overrated. Oh yeah,
Like it's
way
it's,
too overpriced.
Yeah,
but
and it's a fun ceremonial thing to get it with your boys, but for like $60 a kilo and it's all bone.
You're paying for inedible material.
yeah,
yeah,
I don't like it.
huge cut though.
Mm.
And then I've got the lamb chops on there.
Nice.
Very nice.
No, it's a good list, boys. I'll make you my kangaroo con carne, and you tell me you're not getting more jacked
Oh,
and
kangaroo
You're
nourished.
making me
con
sick
carne.
just thinking about it.
No, I'll eat it in a con carne.
It's good. Now, I'm not just eating
I like
unflavored mince like a lunatic.
But
I
even
like- I
then,
do.
like you can put as much seasoning on top. It just
You see, I think you
the
have it a few
kangaroo
times, and then
smell just comes through.
not to talk semantics, but kangaroo con carne means kangaroo with meat.
no, but you know, like a chili con carne.
Chili con kangaroo.
So it should be chili
Oh,
con
chili
kangaroo.
con kangaroo.
Yep.
All right. Well, the
Kangaroo.
podcast thanks you for your specifics there. Thank God. There were so
We're all
many
about the details here. At,
so many people were so confused by that. All right.
What's
This
the next
is
one?
this is more my category. Now, do we want to do athletes?
I'm happy to.
All right, because once again, I've got the definitive list here. So,
Are
do
we-
you want my answer, Kruber, or do we want you
Go,
guys to?
you lead us off.
All right. So we put Magnus Carlsen in the 5. I know that's a weird one, but
Okay.
I like it. My top 4 is the only good one. So 4 spot is Wayne Gretzky.
Yep.
Statistically, you can argue he's the best athlete ever, but it's ice hockey.
Yeah.
Like 4 countries play it. Yeah, whatever. Number 3, Katie Ledecky, US swimmer. She, for me, has gone past Michael Phelps. Do you know Michael Phelps doesn't have a world record in anything?
Oh.
I think he had the world's longest televised putt for a little while.
That's a very niche and very true thing he does. I think that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but even in his super suit, I think like they've sort of caught up. Whereas Katie Ledecky swims, it's a pretty new event, the 1500. But you know, of the 20 best times ever swum, she has all 20. Dominant athlete. Number 2, I've got Usain Bolt. I just think it's the most.
Almost made my list.
Well, it's the most primal.
It's
Like
the pinnacle of athletic achievement.
yeah, it's everyone will try it. He's never had any sort of drug cloud. He's won it for 3 Olympics. He's the man. And number 1, I think the best athlete to ever do anything is Don Bradman. I think the gap between him and the next person in a legitimate sport is massive.
It's crazy that the world won't acknowledge that.
The world should. Stephen A doesn't understand that there's sports outside of the US. Like LeBron nor Jordan made my list because if you want to argue one or the other, that's fine. But do not tell me they're not close. The next.
So what did Don Bradman
So
actually
Don
do?
Bradman, okay. So cricket's the second biggest sport in the world. He only got to play legitimate competition because there weren't small teams playing at that point. Like he didn't get to play Bangladesh because they didn't exist. The only thing that matters statistically in cricket as a batsman is your batting average, which means how many runs do you score before you get out. Elite number, so an average number is 31. That's what most batsmen have is 31. Good is 40. Great players have 50. No one has 60. No one has 70. No one has 80. He's got 99.
Dang.
Like just the difference between him and the next guy is comical. He's the man.
Wow.
Huge.
There you go.
Yep.
Interesting.
Not funny, but it is interesting.
Yeah, no, that is interesting.
Also, this is going to be very loud, so I'm sorry.
Sports ball.
So my list is number 1. I put Michael Jordan. Number 2. Do I have to explain each one? I can
No,
just
he
rattle
just-
them out. Yeah,
Michael
okay.
Jordan. We get
Mansplaining
it.
everything.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, pretty self-explanatory. And then I got Mike Tyson as number 2. And Roger Federer, number 3.
Mm.
I've got Usain Bolt, number 4. And Jonah Lomu,
Jonah Lomu is a good
number
shout.
5.
Yeah.
Who's Jonah Lomu?
Legendary rugby player.
Yeah.
Rugby.
Like he was.
You do realize the only sports that I know are like tennis and
Yes.
Mike
Paddle.
Tyson. That's it.
Jonah Lomu was the most physically dominant player ever in a
Right.
physical sport, and he was on kidney. Was it dialysis the whole time?
Yeah,
Something like that.
had some kidney.
Yeah, like
Disease.
you have to wonder what it would be like if he was fully healthy. Crazy, crazy athlete.
Yeah, he had to retire because of it.
Right.
I would argue with the other ones though, because like Federer, I think Djokovic has more titles, and if you think Federer's your best, like that's fine, but it's close.
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson,
But we're not
Scary
talking
prime.
just statistics. I specifically chose Federer over Djokovic because he's a much better bloke.
I have a beer with him.
and nicer game
Yeah.
when you watch
It
it.
is much more classy.
Yeah, but even then, it's like how much better is he if you do a cross comparison with Serena Williams?
Mm. Better.
I think it's close.
Serena's pretty good.
Yeah,
Well,
Serena's up there.
I kind of base it off like who defined or who changed the sport.
But for everyone, or is it your top
like
5?
like Federer kind of changed the way people played tennis, right?
Yeah.
He
agreed.
probably influenced how Djokovic played his game.
Yeah,
He
agreed.
definitely did.
Yeah. Same as Jordan, he completely changed the game. Usain Bolt, that's different. Jonah Lomu definitely changed rugby. Mike Tyson changed
Big
boxing.
time. Yeah, Mike Tyson's on mine.
They were very influential. They probably weren't all-time greatest, but in terms of what
Titles
they achieved
and
and the way they defined that era, I think that's why they're my top 5.
I think I'm getting better at not picking fights about this, but this is the one. This is the topic. I'm like, don't say it.
Because if you base everything off stats, it's so hard.
Yeah, then
because
we can
it's
just
different.
Google it.
Yeah, but it's so everyone has their different generation. Like it's like LeBron's one of the best point scorers in the NBA. Like I think he's like either 1 or 2.
He's one.
Yeah, he's 1. But it's a different era. You can't compare that to any of the people before him. You know.
Yeah, but he's also got a lot more assists. He's got a lot more rebounds. Got more blocks.
Yeah, but
All
You
right. Number 5, Ric Flair,
Sure.
16-time world champion.
can you call
Not
them
anymore.
athletes though? Like you can call them athletic. It's not. It's different though. It's like borderline.
I'm
acting.
about to light up your chest with the chop right now.
I love wrestling, but it's not like you're given a script. You know.
All right.
Yeah, but you're still an athlete.
Let's cut the
it's
cameras
not-
while I put this guy in a figure 4. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, but like I think.
You spoke about
you do-
defining their craft,
yeah.
and I think
I think he's more
you
clearly
can't-
better
You can't
than
call them
Roger
athletes
Federer.
without saying Vince McMahon, like because he wrote the script for it.
you can absolutely call them athletes.
yeah,
Without,
but you can also say that the script was written for boxers and they're athletes.
yeah,
You can't fake getting knocked out.
you can't fake jumping off the top rope or
true.
going through a table or
Yeah,
getting
but
hit with
they
a steel chair.
know that's happening. Is my point.
You know what's weird? I find this easier to tolerate than yours. Because that's obviously facetious, whereas yours is just wrong. It's annoying me.
All right, number
Next.
4,
Next.
Djokovic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 3, Tyson.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Number 2, Armand Duplantis. If anyone knows who he
Who
is,
the fuck is that?
South
pole
Africa's
vaulter.
finest pole vaulter.
Ah.
Pole, no, he's,
I was just guessing.
I can't remember.
Oh, is he the current one?
Yeah. So this guy, I think the same note as that other one, or Ledecky. He like there's the 10 highest pole vaults ever, and he holds like all of the records. And every year he increases the bar by like 1 centimeter
Yeah.
to break the record. And the guy just leaps and bounds in front of anyone else.
He's raising
Who's-
the bar.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
And number one, Tiger Woods.
Nice.
In terms of how they
Nice.
defined and changed their sport. Also, just athletic ability
I was about to
at
say
the time
yeah.
is just unbelievable.
For me, he actually changed the sport more. I think much more than Federer. Federer's just a great tennis player. I don't know if he changed the game. Tiger Woods absolutely meant that you had to be an athlete to play golf.
Yeah.
It
I
was
mean-
no longer just like okay to, you had to be able to drive further.
You had to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You had to
It's very different.
change
Mm.
everything.
It's a good
Record
point.
speaks for itself.
Yep. For what it's worth, the pole vault one, not on my list. You can win 1 million pole vault titles. I don't care. I
just
find
think-
it a silly sport.
I just think being in the sport and being as dominant.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not
Yeah.
having it. Like, this is just for me personally. Don't care. It's like if someone was the world's greatest race walker, I'm like, I just think that's
Yeah.
silly.
But it
Don't care.
requires more athletic skill than Ric Flair in wrestling.
I'm sorry, how many world titles have you won?
Yeah, if someone writes a script for me to win 12 world titles, then I'm going to win it. It's not up to my
Look,
athletic
lad,
ability to
To
win
be the
those.
man, you got to beat the man. Okay?
Spend
Do you know who
more
you're talking
money.
about?
Spend
isn't
more
it-
money.
On
Spilled liquor in bars from one side of this country to the next than you made.
But isn't it like
Do you even know who you're talking about?
You're
Ric
talking
Flair.
about the Rolex wearing.
Diamond ring wearing. Kiss stealing.
Woo! Woo!
All right.
Wheel and dealing.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah, wrestling
It's okay.
athletes.
Getting worked up just thinking about it.
I've put bodybuilding on my athletes list.
Who have you got as one?
I've got Federer, then I've got Tyson, then I've got Ronnie Coleman,
Okay.
just because he's a beast.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Then I've got not even really any particular sport, but I've got Ross Edgley because he's just
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Is it the swimming?
Yeah,
swimming,
he, like, did-
marathoning, pulling a car,
Yeah.
all sorts of shit.
he's
just
definitely
an
on roids, though.
Athlete all round. Yeah, well, so is Ronnie Coleman.
You know, I
Yeah.
nearly put Eddie Hall just for the deadlift.
Yeah,
That one human achievement I think is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Hall. He's up
500
there.
kilo deadlift, yeah.
He's still up there. He's doing all kinds of
Yeah.
funny, crazy shit. That was pretty much it. And I was just trying to come up with other tennis players that I used to be a fans of when I was younger, like Andre Agassi or Roddick. I was a big Roddick fan.
Oh, I
even
liked
though
a bit of erotic. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good.
he never he struggled because he was in the same era as like
Not
Federer
as
and-
much as like Murray, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at the start of that triumvirate of
Yeah.
dominance, yeah.
yeah, big fan.
But that's why I couldn't put Federer in. Like, he was probably my favorite of those three.
Mm.
But, like, don't tell me it's not close. It's real close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're not saying he's far better. We're just saying out of those, he's the best bloke out of them.
Yeah, if that's how you're defining it, sure.
He makes my top 5.
Nice. All right, this is the big one.
This is the big one.
Yeah,
where I've
Phil,
got,
Phil, you
where I've
go and
got
take
one.
a
I'm
take
just
a walk,
gonna
buddy.
Sit out.
Who wants to kick it off?
Oh, I'm happy to kick this off.
Just
So,
introducing
I'll go
yourselves,
last for this one.
wrestling entrances, and we're going by, we can't just factor in how much we like the wrestler. It's the quality of their entrance.
I couldn't separate any of these. Half of them, pretty much all of them, my gym songs as well. So,
Yeah, I've got
Miss
two
me
gym
in that
songs.
category.
Yeah.
number one, Undertaker.
Correct.
Number two, well, these are not ordered once again. Number two, Bobby Roode,
I don't even know that one.
Glorious
Whoa.
Domination,
Oh, I do know the glorious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Unreal.
Yep,
Number three, Triple H.
Yeah.
Then Cena's both old and new theme, Doctor of Thugonomics,
Yeah. Word
And
Life.
and the new
Word
one.
Life is good.
Vince McMahon's theme
Yeah.
is
I like
just
that one.
unreal. Chris Jericho. This is a big because it's two categories for me. Chris Jericho, Randy Orton.
Yep.
And Edge.
Yep.
And then did I say Batista?
You did not.
Batista.
Okay.
I walk alone.
How many was that? That was like 7.
That was
Yeah,
like-
so
that was
that's all.
10.
That's all my gym songs as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you stole
Minus
my-
the Undertaker's
Well, hold on.
theme.
Give me the 5 that you have. It's got to be the whole entrance.
Okay, the 5 that's there is
Yeah.
Undertaker,
Yeah.
Triple H,
Yeah.
Edge,
Yeah.
Batista, and I'm gonna say whole entrance wise, probably Vince.
Yeah. The
I
walk
think
and everything's
the
good.
walk,
Yeah.
the swagger.
What about Shane O'Mac? I love that song.
It's
Here
good.
comes the money. No?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's good. It's
It's not on my list, but
we could do a whole podcast about this.
yeah,
no,
we
we
should.
cannot.
Damn it, Phil.
Start your own.
Okay, my turn. Number 1, Goldberg.
Nice.
Yeah, getting escorted by the police
Very good.
and then smoking the
Get
Getting
some
in between
sick
the
pyros.
frames.
Yeah.
Some really good.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love that part. That's
and
my
then,
favorite
and then
part.
blowing out the smoke.
Yeah, it
from
just
the
blows it out and
looks
it's
good.
shaking. Anyways,
Yeah.
number 2, I got Batista.
Nice.
Number 3, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh
Viva
yeah.
the-
Viva
Low Rider.
La Raza.
Yeah.
I used to love that
In the
as a
car
kid.
and everything.
Yeah, in the
it was
car,
sweet.
low rider.
I forgot
You
one.
got it
Yeah.
like going up and down.
I forgot one.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot more energy than the Logan Paul one that I saw.
Oh,
The fact that you've seen that and not Eddie
I don't even
Guerrero.
know
The
what
only
that one
wrestling
was.
I've watched is with you guys.
I'm just
so
going to add one to
you know
Phil's
what I've
list
seen.
just for good measure.
Yeah.
When Phil speaks, it's going to be JBL's theme.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Continue, Millard.
My only
Um,
one on my list is Edge
Nice.
Number
because I know the
4.
song.
Number 4, I have Kane.
Nice. He's my 5.
Yeah.
Good.
And look, number 5, it was either going to be Triple H or Undertaker.
Triple H.
Yeah, no, you don't say that. You don't say that.
Jeez, you're going to leave The Undertaker off?
Triple H?
I
The
I
Undertaker's entrance was like
initially-
5 minutes, and I loved every second of it. I wish it was 10.
I only like the entrance when he just appears behind people and he's like got his eyes.
You like the
rolling.
jump
Yeah.
scare?
Yeah, I love that one. But that you can't call that an entrance. The other entrance, he's just walking like that.
Dude.
The music is cool. The
The
smoke
music
is
is
cool.
sick.
I thought you would have picked the Godfather.
What about like when he takes the hat off and everything? No?
Yeah,
There's the eye thing.
Oh.
it's cool. I like it, but
So you going
it's,
Triple H?
it's
or-
literally the same effort as Triple H, and Triple H is. I don't know. He looks.
He does about
looks
800
better.
push-ups before.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say they're on par. But yeah, I've got Triple H in there.
Okay.
I had the Undertaker in there before, then I was kind of tossing. So it's.
He'll
I'd
find.
say
He'll
it's
find
even.
you.
They're tied.
Mm.
He'll find me.
I'll say especially if you include the jumps. Because I'm telling you, for WrestleMania 40, which was last year,
Oh, it was.
dude, I
If we
jumped off
include
my
that, then-
couch. That was crazy.
Then I'd say the Undertaker.
It was like I was like 10
Yeah.
again. It was
That
so
whole
good.
Probably-
last 10 minutes was.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I
He'll
was
probably
beside myself.
be 4 if we include those.
Okay.
And then Kane will be number
Alrighty.
5.
All right. The consummate list. I've got Kane at the 5. I think he's really good, especially when you like the cops were leading him down. Like any of those surprise entrances, this thing with the pyro in the corner, awesome. Edge in the 4. Edge has got to be in there.
Yeah.
No, didn't make it for you.
No,
Great song, great pyro. Anyway,
I don't.
The
It's not
energy.
and
memorable
also
for me.
like he'd have so many money in the bank cash-ins. No, anyway, whatever. Stone Cold didn't make it for either of you guys. Are you crazy?
He did, but again, it's just he's just walking in. You know, the song's
Yeah, but the
pretty
music
cool.
was good. He normally had like a
It's-
beer or something,
Yeah,
like,
no,
or a chair.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too.
I've seen those
It's too
on
quick.
reels.
yeah.
Too quick for me.
Because he was there for business.
But I did actually have him in my list because of when you hear the
glass
smashing of the
break.
The
glass.
glass smash is all I
That's
need.
it. You hit like that's like
Yeah.
that's all you need.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that'd be
oh my
like
God,
we
you
could
know
do a
who it
separate
is.
category for like best kind of surprise entrances you wish you'd hear.
Sure.
But then I thought if you're gonna put him, then you could also put The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock's first 5 seconds is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it sucks. Yeah, okay. That's fair. And then, yeah, I'm going Batista, especially Batista with hair.
Yeah.
Sick. And yeah, Undertaker for me is the gold
Yeah.
standard of entrances.
No,
Phil,
Those
I'm
are all
not
good
even crossing to
lists.
you.
Those
Those
are
are-
great
no.
lists.
no, we already
No
know.
complaints.
Hands
I-
shaking all around.
I have
boys.
picks
Don't
for
do that.
both of us.
Jim's songs I'm interested in.
I have nothing more to add than I've already said in the previous
Well,
category.
I'm throwing in, I've got Edge's theme and Batista's theme circulating high on my gym playlist. So
Yep.
that's in the 2 and the 4 spot for me. You got to add to that Killing in the Name.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Rage Against the
Uh,
Machine.
Yeah. Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
And
Also, great wrestling theme.
Yeah. And I'll do Remember the Name. Very old school. Like everyone's highlights were set to them in
Oh.
like 2005, but
I do know that.
it holds up.
Yeah,
It holds up. Still
Early
good.
YouTube
Yeah.
sports highlights.
Yeah.
But you're not listening to it now in the gym.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think if you got to tip your cap to it's been good for a long time.
Yeah. That's how I
Yeah.
base my list.
Nice.
Because I was like, I wouldn't listen to half these songs now, but it's like,
All right. What do you got?
all right, I've got number 1, Eminem, Till I Collapse.
Yeah. Classic.
Troublesome 96 by Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3 is Faint by Linkin Park.
Not Numb
No, it's too slow.
in the end.
It's still
I would
too
go
slow.
Paper Cut over that. That would make my list.
I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest Linkin Park fan, but those two get me going.
Mm.
Yeah. Nah,
Makes me feel very
Faint's got
angsty.
the
What's-
right.
Is In the End the one with the like it's a very
rapping?
quick intro? Oh no. I'm thinking of a different one. Never mind.
And then I've got Helena by My Chemical Romance. And then I've got a bit of
Got a lot of
Afrobeats.
angst, Millard.
Yeah, big time.
What do
My
you mean?
parents don't understand me.
Yeah.
Bloody
Well,
bench
I don't know.
45.
Next thing, number six, Evanescence.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Bring me to
that
life.
one goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll put that
but
on there.
That's good, but
Or Going Under.
yeah, I don't know. And then I've just like I do like Afrobeats in the gym because for my 5th one, I thought it's got to be something that I listen to now.
Mhm.
So I put Last by Burna Boy. I can play it if you want.
You're going to get us cancelled, buddy.
Yeah, you're gonna get us copyright.
Phil's trying to raise
flag.
I don't think it would be
yeah.
this with Millard getting us cancelled.
True.
All right. Nothing to add from me.
Nothing to add.
It's just all the wrestling themes.
Yeah. Okay. Eli.
No, I've honestly, man, 2 wrestling
That's-
themes and 3 other songs. That'll
Okay.
do me.
Because mine are.
Are they E EDM?
Well, if I want to say what I listen to the gym now, it's like a revolving door. Like it's always
Yeah.
whatever's the latest thing that I've just found that's pumping me up. But if I had to go like old school songs that I would play in the gym, it would be a bunch of Linkin Park. Probably not so much Numb. Probably angrier ones than that.
Yeah.
And then I'm a big fan of like weird metal, screamo metal, like a band called Dead by April. Big fan. They got a song called Warrior.
Are they going to be hitting the mainstream soon?
Oh no, they're like far too screamo. And then there's some EDM like that. What's it called? Thank You song. Not so bad. Dimitri Vegas, like Mike.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
goes off.
Yeah,
I can do that.
That's good. Darude Sandstorm.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, that's probably the only ones that people would know.
Is that category done?
Think
I
so.
think so.
What's next? Nicknames?
Nicknames you'd use as an insult, aka Champ. Obviously, Champ being the best one.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Champ's on the top of all of
Yeah,
those.
Champ is it really sets someone down. I've got Muscles as my number 1 option. I think that's really good. Cowboy is a good one.
Oh yeah.
Tell someone to settle down. For a shorter guy, I really like Tugger or Tugboat. I think that works. I've done that a couple of times. Big Wheels, and then just a classic Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero's a good one.
You're a school photographer or something.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But again, it's more just I took this as what do I say to piss people off at cricket. Those all worked.
I've got Einstein.
Nice.
Oh, good one.
Rambo.
I love
Settle
that.
down, Rambo.
Love that.
That's great.
And then calling someone Nostradamus when they predict something horribly wrong.
That's good. That's good.
And then Champ, obviously.
Yeah.
You're winning
my
that.
first.
That's really good. Millard.
Yeah,
thank
I'm a big fan of that.
Nostradamus.
Who is
is-
getting Nostradamus or Einstein by you? That would be the
anyone watching
lowest point of
wrestling.
my life. I can't
Hey,
even
you'd be
imagine.
surprised. You'd be surprised.
That's
Nice
really
one,
high
Einstein.
level. I had champion in the long term. very impactful.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
Legend,
Yeah, nice.
buddy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
big fella
Sure.
Hey, I love that one.
is,
Yeah, big
and
fella.
then just the word mate, but
Mm.
in the tonality.
Yeah. Okay.
So in a
mate.
demeaning tonality.
All right.
I think it can be really, really impactful.
I was struggling with this one, but I even have a couple that haven't been mentioned. So I've got actually on the top of my list is chief,
Nice. That's
Chief
yeah,
is
very
great.
good.
Yes,
Very good.
I love that one.
and I instead of big fella, I said big guy. All right, big guy,
Yeah.
Big dog.
That's-
Yeah.
big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say that in a positive way though. Then I've got hero as well. I've got pal,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then I've got doctor/captain whatever. So it's the first part.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
So like Captain Obvious is the most obvious one. But like it's got to be a
I
specific
like actually
scenario.
I like going more specific. So if someone's giving advice on, bench press, like it's, oh, you should do this. Oh,
Thanks,
Mr.
Coach.
Bench Press over here.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
very
it.
good.
Dr. Bench.
Yeah.
No, I do like
Captain
that
Bench Press.
one.
over
Yeah,
here.
that is good.
That's great.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
think we move on.
The next
Well,
one. Did we cut the next one?
I don't know.
I'm
Were
okay
those
to do
the
it or
words
not.
to sound smart.
Yeah, I want to hear
I'm-
yours, Eli.
All right, so mine
me
are
words.
words I actually use.
Words you'd use to sound smart.
Yeah. So in reverse order, I like using facetious instead of sarcastic.
You just use
Okay.
that.
I do. I like clandestine instead of, or even furtive, if you will. Anyone? Huh?
No.
Whatever. I went to private school. Moving on. Machiavellian.
Very good.
Yeah, Machiavellian's
Very
good.
good.
Edification. And my favorite one, which
Edification. That makes my
Edification's good.
list.
my favorite one from, this was when I first started working, where we all started working. I said tangential in
I have heard you say that.
Yeah, in my first meeting, introducing the whole group. Did any of you ever work with? I don't want to say names. Basically, I was doing my introduction to the whole team, and they were like, "Oh, I like to stand up and say something." And this guy, who's a bit of a rogue character, is like, "Whoa, get a load of this bloke!" And I'm like, "Oh, I already like this guy. Fantastic." And I worked with someone who, we worked at similar branches of a different company, and she was then the other team leader. And someone said, "Hey, did you work with her?" And I said, tangentially, but not directly. And then, no one really said anything, except that guy then was like, "Tangential? Where do we get this guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Where do we get Einstein?
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
Look at this Einstein.
So those are ones I actually use, and they're all pretty good.
Settle down, Rambo.
I think mine were a bit more simple, but these are all ones I've used. So describing something as laborious,
Nice.
the word fluctuation,
Oh yeah.
My lad doesn't know what that means. That look says he doesn't know what it means.
depreciation.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's part of your job. You should know
Yes,
that
no,
one.
that
I
is
was
a
like-
word.
Oh, good.
That is
Yeah,
a word that makes
very
you sound
common, though.
smart.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
common, but I feel like people would use it to talk
it when you talk about
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
people feel like they understand finance.
Amortization.
Yes,
Nice.
that's also really
that's
good.
the one.
Yeah. What is the term EBITDA? Do you know what EBITDA is?
Oh,
Mara?
yeah.
That's a lie.
The word apropos, which
Oh,
means
yeah.
in relation to something.
Apropos.
Yeah.
And then describing something as a litmus test,
Yeah, okay.
I think is quite
A/B
quite
split.
good.
Is that too technical?
Yes.
It's too simple.
Yeah. Okay. Too simple.
That's what I had. I think Machiavellian is very good though.
When I was trying to think of this list, I was like, I don't think I try to sound smart, but I put in there inquisitive, then I put in inadequate, and then I put a funny one because it's not a word that makes you sound smart, but if you're trying to be smart, you would throw obviously in there. So you would just say, "Oh, this, obviously." And then the person has to think, "Oh, yeah, clearly, I should know this because it's obvious." So
I
then,
feel like you're letting your Queensland education show in this list, man. These are pretty straightforward words.
yeah, I'm telling you, I don't
What's next? Thoroughly?
like
Therefore,
No.
However,
this is exactly what I was thinking when I was trying to make this list, because I was like, I don't try to use bigger words just to sound cleverer. Like, I'd rather
I
just.
recommend it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
recommend.
Settle down, Einstein.
Let me put that on my list.
I've just got an interesting discussion point here. People using the term or the phrasing of like someone being like more better
Oh
or
man.
more smarter drives me nuts.
That's bad. I feel like mispronouncing straightforward words annoys me more.
Asked.
Ask kills me.
Bought.
Yeah.
Bought and brought.
No, but
yeah.
bought's a
People
word.
Yeah,
saying-
but they switch them and it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
The one that actually gets me, and this is going to make me sound like a nerd as well. Vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
People who say
The
Vulnerable.
L
I know vulnerable.
that comes first. It's not vulnerable. Really, really irks me.
I don't
Espresso.
Oh, espresso's
I hate
bad.
that.
Yeah, espresso's bad.
like capsicum.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. That sucks.
Really don't like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really don't.
Yeah.
arcs is the worst though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about saying someone's opposed to do something? Yeah, anyone ever
I
heard
haven't
that?
heard of any of these.
I've never heard
Really?
that.
Who are you
That's
hanging
what I-
around with?
Don't worry about it.
A bunch of dyslexic people.
Yeah.
I can't believe you dismissed the bought and brought one.
I'm
I haven't
all
heard that
for
one much. No.
Oh, I hate it. People are like, oh, I bought it from home. I'm like, you purchased it from your home, did you?
Oh,
You
yeah.
fucking
okay.
idiot.
Right.
That's funny.
Idiots.
Nice. Are we done with that one?
I think so.
I feel like these
My
are all
Queensland's education has been revealed enough.
these are all very me level categories. So we got the PG insults.
Yeah, I tried to keep it very PG.
I didn't get this one.
Oh,
PG insults.
favorite insults,
It got
PG
lost.
version.
Yeah.
This got lost in the group chat.
Okay.
Oh, no, I put it on there.
Get onto
I can
chat
kick us,
GPT,
I can
Millard.
kick us
I'll
off.
just-
Kick us off.
Yeah.
One that I frequently use is clown,
Yeah, it's in my 2 spot. Nice.
which is PG.
Yep.
And then everything else was not very PG. I put turd, which is a very
Turd's a good
you
one.
word.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Then I mean, you say nerds. I didn't put that on my list though.
That's got to be number one for him.
You'd be surprised, but it's in there.
So then I just tried to think of funny things to say. So then I just put, does it come in men's?
Nice.
And where did you get that? The toilet store.
Sure.
I love that
Two
one.
very good PG
Yeah, that's a good
insults.
Throwing it back to the most quotable movies.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yep. Last time I heard that, I fell off my dinosaur.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
another one,
Step
yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah.
I remember my first beer.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
quotable movie.
Yeah,
I should
here
have had
we
that.
go.
Beer Fest. Fuck. It was the greatest beer in all the world. Big fan.
What?
Have you not seen Beer Fest?
I have not.
Oh my god.
I don't think you need to with Phil's
Very quotable.
I
accuracy
feel like
of
I've gotten the gist of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got the gist. I think
Sure.
the whole public has got the gist.
Fair.
This is public.
No, I've got. Okay, so you got clown and nerd. Coward, I think is a really good
You
one.
yeah, I love that one.
Love coward. I really like. I couldn't fill a 5 spot between part timer or mouth breather.
Mouth breather, I think, is better.
I like both of them. And virgin is my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really never failed to piss people off from ages like 18 to 24. Always landed.
Yeah. I use Virgin a lot.
Oh, it's so good.
What was the other one?
So I've got
Coward.
virgin,
I use
clown.
Coward as well.
Coward
Coward's
is
a great one.
That's great.
coward is
You
large.
absolute
You've
coward.
routinely called all of us cowards at various points in time.
You're welcome. Did it make you better men? I think it did.
Back in
Maybe.
my footy days, we used to call the other team a bunch of lemons.
Lemons. Okay.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
one. In high school, we used
Defective
to,
individuals.
Oh, I don't know. It's just everyone's like, "Oh, you're a lemon." All right.
Mm-hmm.
I
It would hurt my
never-
feelings. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
know.
emotional
It's-
over
it's
I
this
reckon
pretty
thing.
stupid.
calling someone a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that goes back to the other category as well.
Yeah,
it does.
Einstein.
Yeah.
And then we used to in high school call people Nevilles. I don't know
Oh,
if that's
yeah.
a thing.
Neville's.
Was there a Neville that was the
No, it was just it's a funny
the
name.
use case?
In high school, ours was pinner for guys who didn't go to the gym. Pinner or pinche was
That's really
So you
niche.
should just be like, "Oh, don't be a Nev," or like, Don't be a Neville. You're a Neville.
That's
It
interesting.
sounds like out of the movie Grease. Like that's how old that sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
he
real
sounds like
square.
he's got his leather jacket on,
Are
gets
you
a fucking
Stooge
comb
one?
out. He's like, check out that.
Stooge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're a stooge. That's probably it for me.
Mm.
It's off the top of my head.
Nice. All right, do you want to lead us off in the fake names one?
I deleted that off my phone because you
This
said
is
we weren't
just
using-
a
You're fucking useless.
I've memorized
I
them,
couldn't
though.
think of many either.
Mo Lester.
Okay.
All I will say is, do you remember doing those tests for, I think it was UNSW? You had to do those tests periodically about, maths, English, whatever.
All right, Einstein.
Yeah. It didn't really matter to our grades. So one of my mates put his name down as DeBrickashaw Robertson, and there was an actual certificate he still got. So DeBrickashaw Ferguson was a player. Like he started
What a
the
name.
he started the Key and Peele thing with like the footballers with
Yeah.
silly names.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was D''Brickashaw.
Oh, that's
Robertson.
funny.
Shout out Robbo.
What about the one I sent in the group chat of because they're replacing Snape with a black guy?
Yeah. You said a few things in that group chat that I would caution you against saying.
No. It was. I think I've got it here. It's like, bro, you're forgetting about the classic Harry Potter character Jamal. Jamal Jaquavius, be criminal. Oh, that's hilarious.
It's not even good.
That's the point.
That's why
The Harry
I was
Potter
expecting
character.
like a magical reference or something. But
No,
Did you not read it when he sent it?
No. Yeah, no, I read it. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Jamal Jaquavius. Yeah, anyways.
I can't think
That just
about
made me
this.
laugh.
I can't think about this category without thinking about Moe's Tavern.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Yeah.
my
Seymour
whole list
Bart's-
was, Amanda
Yeah.
Hug and Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. Anita Root.
Hmm.
Mike Hunt,
Sure.
but sounds very fake. There was literally a secondhand car dealer called Mike Hunt's Automotive.
You'd go by Michael,
Why
wouldn't you?
would you
Surely.
do that?
Genitalia.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll add that in my list.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, we're going to do red flags. Now, how did you want it phrased? Do you want red flags like...
I think a first impression red flag.
Red flags on first impressions.
Yeah.
Because it was dating red flags for everyone listening. But, Malad and I have been out of the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
The fresh dating game.
Yes.
But I'm keen to hear yours, Eli.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
you can
gonna-
do dating red flags. I want to hear yours actually.
All right, fine. Do you want me to kick off with that? Or
We'll start with the boring people
all right, start.
first.
Okay, you virgins do that.
I'll go first. Number one red flag when meeting someone initially is they speak loud or they just shout when they talk.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hate that.
Okay.
And then number two, I mean, this isn't in any type of order, but everyone loves them. Is that a red
Are you
flag?
saying
As
you got
in-
a problem with me? What,
as
what-
in-
No. I'm just like,
You look like
kidding.
you're searching for
do you agree
issues,
with me?
man.
Huh?
Are you
As in-
searching for issues?
No. I'm just saying, like,
As in they proclaim that everyone loves them or everyone does love them.
Or they're a
so I mean, from the point where you kind of, it's like everyone just automatically loves a person without really knowing them.
So you think
Yeah.
they've got too much fake?
so they've been
Or it could be
overhyped.
overhyped. They're either, that could be a sign that they're manipulative and they're very
I
charming.
will say, there was a guy like that in school, and he ended up, it almost felt like he was being political from day one. Like he wanted to be
Yeah.
head boy or whatever the title was. And then we'd hear stories because he was always like, really, it was like meeting a politician.
Really?
Every time, oh, hi, Swifty, how are you? Tell me about your day. And I'm, geez, fucking relax, bro. We're 16.
Yeah.
But then we'd hear stories and it's like, oh, he broke his brother's arm last night. It's like, dude, what?
Yeah. Because I think
Really
I think
have
no
that-
one
yeah.
can.
Psycho.
Yeah.
You can't be liked by everyone. And if you're moving in a way where everyone has to like you or everyone everyone likes you, I think
Patrick
that's,
Bateman.
yeah, I think that's a bit of an issue. Like you got to have enemies
Mm.
somehow.
Okay. I
Who
don't.
are your enemies out of interest?
Maybe I'm talking about myself. I don't know. Everyone loves me.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I don't know. I probably got enemies out there. I just don't know about them. Maybe they're too scared to approach me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I love
They
that.
see
I
those
love
striped
that
socks
you,
and Crocs and they just go, oh, I don't know.
I love that you've had to explain so much just on your second one. It's good.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Yeah, I don't know. Number 3, they talk about how great they are, or just like they're very.
All right, this feels like a personal attack now.
No. But like they're very hyperbolic about the things that they do.
Mhm.
You know,
Passionate.
no, but like they'll go above and beyond to over-explain a story, and then, but it's like, oh,
Yeah.
is that even true?
Embellishing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably the word.
That's a word that I use to try and sound smart.
Yes.
Embellish.
Yep.
But yeah, I've only got 3 there,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you can go, Phil.
Phil,
Oh.
Phil, you go.
Oh, yeah, yours
No,
boring?
you go.
Should we go?
You go.
Okay. I've got a personal red flag of mine is similar to yours, kind of, but it's if they talk like they've done everything
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
oh, back when I used to play professional netball and back when I used to do this and
Yeah,
back when I
yeah,
used
yeah.
to do that. And I'm like, how fucking old were you? 12? Because you can't count that. Like, you playing tennis at 12 doesn't translate to you being a pro.
Yeah.
So personal
Grow up.
irk of mine. Then needs everything to be on social media.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Lack of humor. So if there's no banter or no
Yeah.
sarcasm that's received.
Yep.
And then just like obvious ones like obsessing too much about previous partners. And
So now we're doing dating ones or not?
well, I came up with these 4 dating
Sure.
ones, but I like the first impression ones. And then just like, I suppose this takes longer to figure out, but just like small lies, like
Yeah.
even if they're insignificant,
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah.
Big red
Same.
flag for me.
I actually hate the insignificant ones more.
Yes, same.
I've had friendships
Like
ruined,
why embellish
I've
it?
had a guy like lie about how good he was at AFL.
Mm.
Like, dude, I don't care. Like you could be the worst player ever. I should be your mate. But
Yeah.
you'll just come up with like, oh, I won this award. And it's like, dude, that's published. And no, you didn't. This is very strange.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
get that it's an insecurity thing, but no, that bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
Or even I've got another mate, not close mate, and he'll just be coming up with stuff like he was telling me about this threesome he had on a Lord of the Rings tour. And I'm like, bro, you'd have to look at this guy to get it. We're talking maybe 5'3" on a Lord of the Rings tour.
It sounds
Like,
like the
unless you
optimal situation.
Yeah, like unless you go to Hobbiton and actually run into some, I don't think it's fucking working for you.
It could though, if he's at a Lord of the Rings.
It would just be all this stuff. And again, he was like pro in 4 different sports. And It's
Yeah.
like, okay, well then why do you work under me,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
loser?
Yeah.
Clearly something's gone wrong for me to be your boss.
Yeah.
Take a look at yourself.
Yeah. So that number one of mine, the talking like they've done everything kind of blends in with the small lies where it's like, why do you need to pretend to be
Yeah.
better?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. First impression red flags. Crocs.
Good call.
Yeah. Agreed.
Have some pride in yourself.
Have some pride in
Hey.
your appearance.
What about no Crocs?
I'd
Sure.
rather
Do you mean take your shoes off when you're in someone's
I'd
house?
rather
Yes.
barefoot. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2.
Hey,
weak.
Eli's got Crocs.
Number 2.
I do own Crocs just to keep the women at bay.
Number 2. Weak handshakes.
Weak handshakes. I like
weak
that.
handshakes.
Big.
Can I add unnecessarily strong handshakes in there?
Yeah,
Because there's times, I don't know if
overdone.
it's just because like, I'm a
Overdone.
larger dude. But some dudes go in like they're trying to start a fight. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just relax. All right?
Yeah.
We're at McDonald's. Just
Yeah.
take it easy.
Why are you meeting
All right.
people at
I
shake.
shake the cashier's hand every time.
Okay.
That'll be 6 chicken and cheeses.
Thank you very much.
I do the old cash in the. If you could get a hurry on this, I'd be most appreciative.
Just walking around like he's in Goodfellas, just passing notes to everyone.
Correct.
If someone is an eye specialist, has anyone heard that term before?
As
They
in
just stare at
all
you?
about themselves.
Yes.
I.
I
this, I that.
I. Laughing unnecessarily.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do
at
that a lot.
things.
I don't laugh unnecessarily.
No, like as
like-
a first impression, like just being like I say something not really funny, and then Just
Yeah.
like giggle a bit. No. And number 5, complaining that they are cold. Adapt to your surroundings. Like
Oh,
What if-
okay.
I
I
complained
just
I was hot.
That I think that's.
I feel like your
you're
list
hot,
was
it's
about
fine.
me.
no, no, maybe subconsciously that one, but it just irks me when people complain that they're cold, because you obviously haven't. It shows a lack of preparedness for where
Is
you're
this a
going and what you're
gendered
doing.
one? Because like,
No,
lack of preparedness.
Surprisingly, no.
I mean, that
okay,
is
if a guy is complaining, fine, but like, women do that a lot.
on purpose.
I don't know if
Even
it's
if
on
they're
purpose or
not
not, but like,
cold.
my team is majority female, and that's all I have to hear about from 9 till 10:30 every Monday because we have those meetings. Is how hot or cold the room is, or both. And it's just water off a duck's back to me. It's just, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if a dude was to say it, I was like,
It just
just
irks
be
me.
cold.
just
Shut up.
irks me. Everyone should be prepared.
Oh man, okay. Say
Yeah,
that to your
be
wife
careful.
or girlfriend next time. I think that's going to go really
Do
well.
you check the weather app every morning?
I kind of, I asked Google.
Really?
Yeah, I asked my Google Home. I'm like, what's the weather
Well,
going
that's
today?
true. That's just
I
rock
just
it.
I
Out of
walk
bed.
out with my Crocs and shorts, and it could be
Normally
storming.
works
I'm like,
out.
all right.
I have my shower, then
Guess
I
it's my
walk into
day.
the bedroom and I'm like, yo, Googs, what's the weather today? And it's like, it's going to be patch of
Yeah.
showers in 23. I'm like,
That's a lot of effort.
It's very dystopian.
yeah, but it's like whilst I'm opening the wardrobe to get dressed and then Google just tells me and I'm like, okay, so I should probably grab this.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
you're.
mean, if you've got the tech, then why not?
yeah. Google, what should I wear today?
Don't
Prompt it.
don't kick it off. It's listening. Eli.
All right, so my dating ones. And I think I've probably got these in order, and I'll go from like worst to best. So, mind reading expectations really annoys me. Like,
Oh, yes.
I probably
know it.
wouldn't have minded when I was younger, but at this point, if I'm looking to be in a serious relationship, anyone who's like, you should have understood how I felt. It's like, no, you should have fucking told me. Like, you're an adult.
Communicate.
Yeah.
You can explain something to me, and I'm not playing some game where we have to guess. I'm not doing that because it would sound idiotic if I was to do that to you.
Guessing games.
Be a grown up. A small one for like a first date one is like a crazy restaurant suggestion. If
Mm.
anyone's like, because I'll always ask like, hey, is there any food you do or don't like, whatever. If anyone says something like, oh, what about Hugh Bear? Dude, fuck off. It's our first date. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm absolutely not dropping $300-400 on a
Mm.
first date.
Mm.
I'll go to those restaurants, absolutely. But like,
Do you like?
surely,
Do you like chicken and cheese?
yeah, well, there's a mid ground.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what I think anyone should have an amount. It doesn't matter how good your job is. You should have an amount where you don't want to spend on a first date.
Mm.
I think that's
Oh, yeah, you don't know the person.
exactly.
Yeah.
And your treatment of this person should get better as time goes on, not worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you start there, what's our third date look like?
and
Trip to Paris.
Yeah,
and it just opens you up to the purposely serial first daters.
that's
for
what
that
it felt like.
Exact
And
reason.
again, that's what it feels like. That's how it comes across. I don't like it. I think everyone's entitled to a couple of bad exes, but if you want to run on about how many terrible partners you are and then you're jaded towards men or women or whoever,
Mm-hmm.
at what point is there a common denominator?
Mm-hmm.
So I think anyone really trashing their ex or
What about if
exes-
they're talking about other dates that they've been on and then they're like, oh, yeah, like we're still friends with them?
less of a problem for me.
Okay.
Mm,
I know that sounds
agreed.
well, it sounds wildly arrogant, but I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel very insecure about that. I mean, if they were speaking in a certain way,
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I guess if it was just like a few dates, then
It is
obviously it didn't work out.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
and they're
bother
just
me.
friends. Yeah.
That's my talking about ex. It's like it's not they mention their ex because like if it's recent, fair, but it's the are they hung up on it or not?
Mm.
Like that's the red flag.
Yeah. That's a good point.
My next one, and again, this would be for men or women, anyone with inconsistent gender expectations. So what I mean by that is I think there's an idea of traditional dating and there's an idea of modern dating.
Mm.
For either men or women to look at that and go, I'm just going to do whatever suits me, that's stupid. So what I mean by that is if there's a guy who's like, hey, I expect home cooked meals and, I want you to be doing the cleaning and whatever, but I do expect you to pay for this dinner. Fuck off, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Oh yes.
Useless. But by the same
Pick a
token,
lane.
by the same token, if you want to have strong feminist values, which I've been brought up with my mum, that's great. But if that stops with, but I also, I take care of every bill, no, that's just being what's convenient for you.
Mhm.
Either way, irks me. Like, pick a lane, yes, but also if we're meant to be a team,
Mhm.
let's be a team. That doesn't mean we have to do the identical stuff, but
Mhm.
we got to be moving in the same direction. And the biggest one that no one talks about red flag wise is it's drinking and drug use.
Mm.
That's the biggest one. I think, anyone who says, oh, no, I was drunk as a justification of your actions, it's as bad, if not worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You chose to get drunk and then you chose to be an idiot.
Mhm.
So it's two bad choices. And I know that's me coming off as someone who doesn't drink, but
But I drink a lot, but I still don't make stupid decisions.
yeah, fine.
Like I feel like I'm still pretty aware of what I'm doing, and it's like, all right, well,
Well, what I'm saying is you're 100% culpable for your actions at all times.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think drinking's a good. It's not a good excuse. I
Yeah,
don't
if someone
think
has a few glasses of wine and they act exactly the same, fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But, if you get drunk and then you get argumentative or whatever, and then you come back and say, well, sorry, I had a couple of drinks. Well,
Well,
don't care.
don't have a couple of
Yeah.
drinks.
Handle
Then
If you know
yourself.
that's-
address
Be
that.
prepared.
If
You're
you
an
know
adult.
that's
yeah.
If you know that's how you're going to be.
Back
Yeah,
to-
yeah. If
back
you
to
know
Jeremy
yourself-
Irons.
And you know you're going to be a dick, then just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't drink.
And I'd say the other one you got to look out for is you've got to have a similar outlook on finances. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, but again, this is if you're looking to date seriously, your money is basically her money and vice versa. If one of you is spending it wildly differently, that's going to be a problem.
Mm.
And in either direction. So if she's like a massive tight ass and you're like, oh, I kind of like getting a couple of coffees
Mm.
a day.
Yeah.
At one point, she's going to look at you and go, dude, why the fuck are you spending $70 a week on coffee? That's going to be annoying.
And you're going to be like, it's my
Yeah,
last joy in life.
sure. Yeah, maybe it is, but then you need to be with someone that is going to understand that. Because the alternative, I can see it from her point of view, where it's like, this idiot is spending this much money. I would never let myself do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's our money. Why does he get that indulgence and I don't?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
It's just gotta be similar.
Yeah, and then it's an argument because then it's like, you can have that indulgence. Yeah, but I don't want to because I want to save the money.
And it's a fair argument, but like, no one's outlook, like marginal propensity to spend is going to be exactly the same. You should be with someone who's similar.
Just Mr. Economics over here.
Yeah, propensity
I
to
look
spend.
through everything. I look at everything through that lens.
I just haven't heard marginal propensity to spend for
Yeah, if you want to start talking
quite
about
some time.
talk about Lorenz curves or anything, I'm ready to go over here. Gini coefficient.
All right, Einstein.
Should have thought of Keynes. Keynes would be a good one. Sorry, I went to private school.
Okay.
Thought I'd let you guys know.
Anyone who uses
okay. Oh, sorry.
anyone who uses going to private
Jesus.
school as an excuse for anything.
Red flag.
Justification.
Red flag is just went to private school.
You're all
I
jealous.
went to school.
Did you?
Hey, I went. I didn't say I actually learned anything.
Fab.
Well, on that note,
Yeah, nice.
that's a wrap. That's
Very
a wrap.
good.
Ending it with the red flags. If anyone's still listening.
We do have to end it with a shout out to Jen, who's our biggest fan.
Oh, Jen, the biggest fan.
Biggest fan, Jen.
Nice. Not
Shout
too-
out, Jen.
Yeah.
That's definitely not a red flag if you're a fan of this podcast.